Welcome everyone to a brand new video. I want to thank you for choosing my blog to inform yourself about issues going around the planet. Let's begin with today's topic. Vice President Delcy Rodriguez met on December 24th, 2020 with representatives of the Human Rights Commission. The former President Michelle Bachelet and her work team met with Vice President Rodriguez and Chancellor of the Republic Jorge Arreaza, plus the Venezuelan state's human rights people. Together brought up material which was crucial to Venezuelan citizens. One of the topics referenced the importance of unlocking resources, enabling Venezuelans to access the vaccine for COVID-19, in this case, Sputnik V, as well as other vaccines recognized by the WHO to serve Venezuelan citizens. At the meeting, Chancellor Arreaza and Vice President Delcy Rodriguez's team reminded High Commissioner Bachelet's coalition that access to the vaccine and vaccination is a humanitarian right. Let's remember that Venezuela has the resources to pay for the vaccine. Unfortunately, at this moment, these resources are still blocked or frozen as the product of madness and intolerance of the right-wing extremists. The account has been frozen by the order of Donald Trump's government. The gold withheld in United Kingdom could be used to pay for the vaccine as well as other materials or other resources needed in Venezuela. Efforts are being made to make those resources accessible to pay for the Sputnik V vaccine, said Vice President Rodriguez. A second complaint has also been made. The hateful statement made by Ivan Duque were denounced. He affirmed and argued that his government would not vaccinate Venezuelans who do not have a Colombian citizenship. This has never been heard from a president. A discriminatory revelation from a person full of grudges, an expression so violative, has never been heard, that undoubtedly violates the human rights of migrants outside of Venezuela. In Venezuela, even with the economic difficulties, no one has been denied the right to health. Almost 6 million Colombians live in Venezuela. We are talking about a rapid test during COVID-19, a molecular test, and any other illness that a person may have when they arrive to Venezuela. In Venezuela, the right of health is part of the constitution. Migrants in Venezuela have never been denied the free public health system scheme to treat any illness, as I said before. What Ivan Duque is creating is a charge of xenophobia, racism, which can add to the generation of hatred against Venezuela migrants in Colombia, Chile, Peru, Ecuador. Venezuelan states of human rights have brought a strong protest and complaint to the High Commissioner for the United Nations Human Rights. In early December, Ivan Duque met with Leopoldo Lopez, a right-wing leader. A couple of weeks later, the president of Colombia announced his xenobiotic plan to have. We have here another perfect example of how the right-wing extremist political parties of Venezuela spend their time attacking Venezuelans, whether they are inside the borders or outside the Venezuelan borders. Another example of right-wing extremists is Julio Borges, who fled after taking the life of a Venezuelan child and attempting to kill President Maduro. He then ran and is housed in Colombia. Julio Borges called the Venezuelans a plague spread throughout the continent. This is an outrage on the part of a president towards migrants Vice President Delcy Rodriguez reminded all Venezuelans who need or want to return home. She reminds them about the plan Welcome Home to make use of it. What will happen then is that they need to go to an embassy or a consul, request to return to Venezuela. Venezuela will send a plane or some sort of vehicle transportation to bring them back home, depending how far they are from home. Vice President Rodriguez also demanded respect for all Venezuelans' human rights in Venezuela and abroad. My friends, we have reached the end of this video. Thank you so much for reaching this point of the video. I want to thank you. At the same time, ask you to share this video, to share my channel, to subscribe. At the same time, leave a comment and a like. Thank you so much for your time. And my last request is to please help someone in your community, as you might be the only one who's doing it. Okay, my friends, Merry Christmas all, and ciao ciao for now.